told myself that I was going to be extremely prepared for what I am dubbing the June 2025 reset. I had a lot of things that I wanted to accomplish in 2025, which I talked about in a previous video, but then life happened, and so I feel like the start of a new month is a perfect time to just like revamp and kind of reset. And I was gonna be super prepared. I even have like my tripod in my car, but as you can see, there is no adapter for my phone that's at my house, so I was not quite as prepared as I thought I would be. I was also gonna bring AirPods with me so that my audio would be pretty decent, or I hope it'll be decent. Anyway, don't have those either, so we're just gonna go with this. I know I talked about in a previous video, I wanted to be more active on social media and things and make more content. Obviously, have not done very well with that. But again, that's the point of this, is we're going to restart. We're going to revamp for 2025 starting in June. Better late than never, as they say. So we're going to restart everything, and we're going to basically just try to accomplish in the second half of 2025 what I wanted to accomplish all along, which is make some more content, be more active on my social media and everything. So I have some plans for that. I'm gonna start a photo challenge for June where I take a photo every day. I think I'm gonna post a weekly recap on Instagram. And I'm gonna start trying to vlog more, maybe for some longer form content for YouTube. Gonna try to come up with some things to do for some shorter form content as well. Not really sure how this is all gonna go, but it sounds great right now. It sounds great as I'm talking about it. I'm also highly caffeinated today. Woo! Highly. I maybe need to back off the caffeine and have some water instead at this point. Anyway. So basically, I am just going to kind of revamp and kind of see where we go from there. My friend and I are also doing a no-buy challenge in June. It was officially 1 year ago that I did my first no-buy challenge, and that kind of fell off at the end. But I'm going to stick with it more so this time, especially now that I have an accountability partner. So lots of cool things in the works for June. Very excited about it. Can't wait to bring you guys along for whatever this ends up being. And even if I'm just doing it for myself and to keep myself accountable and put myself out there to make sure that I make it happen, then so be it. So anyway, yeah. So let's see what happens in June. So, thought I would do a quick little update on the no buy. It's only June 5th, so we're 5 days into it. But I've only broken it once. Technically, I broke it on June 1st, but I purchased a bundle of software, editing software. I don't think I mentioned it in my last clip that I recorded. Anyway, purchased from Humble Bundle. It was the Movavi editing software bundle. Thought it was a really good deal. So purchased that because those are available only for a limited time. And it was $25. So it wasn't like it was a huge amount of money. Anyway, so that truthfully is the only thing that I have purchased technically that was not like a necessity type purchase. I mean, I had to buy gas and stuff like that for the car, and bills, things like that. So all of that doesn't necessarily count. However, I think I've done pretty well. I've not really been tempted to spend money. Well, I take that back. Yesterday was an absolutely atrocious day. And the day before that, I had a meeting, and so was extremely late getting home. And so both days it was so tempting to like swing through a drive-through to get something to eat. But I did not. I went home and I ate food that I had already at the house. So I was pretty proud of myself for sticking with this, the no buy mentality, even though it would have been so easy and so convenient. Instead, I went home and ate what it was there. Now, granted, I ate things that were very easy to prepare. I had a bowl of cereal on Tuesday, but still, I have a goal and I'm wanting to stick to that goal, so I'm trying very hard to do it. Now, did I go today during my lunch break and get a coffee? Yes, I did. However, I used a gift card that I had. I had like $5 left on a gift card, so I ended up getting the coffee for nothing out of my own pocket, which I do not think counts against my no-buy. Anyway, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm trying to stick to my other goals as well, of taking a photo every day to share on Instagram and things like that. I'm trying to get more into the mindset. I did almost forget one. Well, no, I did forget one day. But, you know, it was day 3. So, you know, it's a habit. It's trying to get back into the flow of it. And so things do take time. It takes time to build a habit and to get kind of in the routine of doing things. But feeling pretty good about the other goals as well. Taking a photo, creating content, which I'm doing now. I streamed on Monday and then edited that video to post last night. So trying to get more into the swing of creating more content and doing some other things. So yeah, feeling pretty good so far about how things are going. Feel much more prepared. I remembered my tripod and my phone adapter for my phone, so it's not shaky and terrible like my other clip was. And I remembered my AirPods. So hopefully the audio will be amazing, or at least somewhat better than it was before. But yeah, so trying to get in the habit of doing this and get more comfortable doing things like this. So yeah, this is day 5. Feeling pretty good about how everything's going so far, for like my June revamp, reset, whatever we're calling this. Feeling pretty good about it so far, and hopefully can continue this momentum through the rest of the month. Anyway, I have a few minutes left of my lunch break, so I'm going to read for a little bit and then we'll go from there. So check with you guys later. Let's recap the official first week of the no-buy. I think I did pretty well. I did end up spending some money toward the end of the week on things that weren't necessarily necessities, but they were all things, and I really didn't spend a lot of money anyway. So Friday I went to the store and I did buy chocolate and caffeine. Not entirely necessities, but they were things that I really wanted, and it was an absolutely atrocious week. So I think that they were justified. I think they were justified. I bought a candle for our office. My coworker and I kind of trade off buying candles to keep in the bathroom at the office because we both like having them there. So I did buy one of those. It was $7, so it wasn't like a huge purchase. I think all in all, because I picked up a couple things that I did need at Dollar General when I went to get the candle and everything on Friday. So I ended up spending, I want to say $13 between everything. 7 of it was the candle. I picked up, I think it was spoons, like plastic spoons, because I like having those on hand. So yeah, I think, all in all, it was 13 bucks. So not crazy. Friday, let me back up. Friday evening, I went and bought groceries. I think I spent $22 total on groceries for the week because I really didn't need a ton. I didn't really waver from my list at all. There were a couple things I bought that were not entirely like on my list, but they were on sale. So I think it was like $5. It was this new brand of like mini mozzarella sticks and something, garlic cheese curds maybe. Anyway, $5. They were buy one for both. I mean, $5 for both. So they were buy one, get one free. Totally thought that was okay. I'm trying to not buy a lot of things that are not on my grocery list because, I end up eating junk food. And here I am talking about mozzarella sticks and garlic stuff. Anyway, trying not to buy a ton of junk food. So trying, obviously not doing so great at that. I ended up getting $10 of free, $10 worth of any Good and Gather brand groceries at Target for free. It was like $10 off $10, so ultimately $10 free. So I did pick up a couple odds and ends from there on Saturday. And I bought just a couple random things. I did buy some more candy. And an energy drink. Ghost has this, I don't have it with me, or I'll show, Welch's grape juice flavored energy drink. My brother let me try one, and it's actually not as weird as it sounds. It tastes like grape juice. It grew on me, so I picked up one of those. I think all in all at Target I spent $10, maybe $9-10. And I know it sounds silly to say, oh, $9-10, that's great. When previously I would go and spend $20, $25, $30 at places and think nothing of it. I think saying, spending $9-10 at places is marked improvement. I really didn't do much other than that. I really tried to maintain control of myself this week. So having said that, let's talk about goals for the upcoming week. The upcoming week, my main goal is I don't want to spend money at all. I don't want to even say, oh, I just spent $5 here or $10 there. I don't want to spend anything. The only things that I want to spend money on in the upcoming week are like gas, groceries. My parents do have an anniversary coming up, so I will probably pick up some kind of gift for them. But that's it. I don't want to kind of let myself get back into the habit of just spending frivolously. Because that's what I'm trying to stop myself from doing, is just spending frivolously and unintentionally, basically. So, goals for the week. I don't want to spend money if I can help it. Obviously, if there's something that I do need, gonna get it. Necessities, yes. Other than that, any kind of frivolous things that I don't really need, not happening. Not gonna do it. Let's see. Other goals for the week. I want to be way more consistent in tracking like food calorie wise. I did okay this past week, but still didn't do quite as well as I could have. So really want to focus on trying to do that consistently through the week, because I think that will help me attain my goals of being healthier. Also on the note of the goal of being healthier is I want to work out at least 5 times this week. Didn't do as great on that last week, which that is sometimes how things happen. But I do want to work out at least 5 times. Not really I feel so wildly unprepared for talking about any of this. Anyway, not really set on like what I want to do. Like, I don't want to do like Monday, I want to do chest and abs. Tuesday, I want to do biceps and triceps. My goal is that I just want to do some kind of movement at least 5 times a week. I don't care if it's riding a bike, a stationary bike for 30 minutes, or walking a treadmill, or doing a stair climber and something else. You know, just 30 minutes of movement every day, at least. And so I think having kind of some vagueness to that goal has been helpful. So yeah, definitely you'll want to do that. So no spending whatsoever, tracking food more consistently, and movement at least 5 times this week. Movement. Definitely want to hit those hard and heavy this week. I also want to make some progress on some books. I have so many books that I just haven't read yet. They're just sitting in stacks waiting on me to read them. So I do want to try to finish at least 1, if not 2 books this week. I think that might be it as far as like for like main goals. I mean, I do have some other small goals that I want to accomplish. Like I'm trying to do better about eating the food that I have in my cabinets. And that's part of the reason like I'm trying not to buy as much groceries, is I want to eat the food that's here and not waste it. So yeah, that's pretty much the goal. Eat what's in the cabinets, make a dent in that, make a dent in the to be read pile, track food, work out, no spending. I think those are great goals for the month, or not the month. Those are ultimately the goals for the month, but goals for the week. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good, pretty excited about the week ahead. Sunday, which is today, is sort of my like reset day, the day that I pack lunches for the week, do meal prepping, kind of prepare foods for the week so that it's easy for me to stay on track through the week. So I have all my fruits and veggies cut up, sandwiches prepared, lunch is ready. All of that is done. Feeling pretty good about the week ahead. So now it's time to just rest and relax. My friend is going to be streaming in a little bit, so I'm excited to hang out with her in the chat and watch that. So yeah, so ready to take on the week, and I'll keep you posted as to how everything goes. Despite literally just saying yesterday that I wanted to crack down on myself and read the books that I own, realized I have these 3 that I need to return to my public library, and I am absolutely going to be getting more books while I'm there, so let's go get more books. Despite telling myself that I was only going to get 2 books, I ended up with 3. But I got Heart Bones by Colleen Hoover, which was a recommendation from a friend of mine. I picked up the next Demon Slayer that I'm working on because it was finally in the library again. And the one that I picked up that I was not intending on getting was Tokyo Ghoul, which was in its volume 5. Was not anticipating getting that one, but you know, I really like the series, so excited to continue that one. So all in all, not too bad. I didn't go crazy, but that is the book haul from the library trip. Why am I up this early? Why? Why am I doing this to myself? Why? Well, that was fun. Got my steps in, got my workout in, and it's not even 7 o'clock. Woot, woot! I realized that I did a video update on Sunday, kind of like recapping week 1 and goal setting for week 2 of this June no-buy. And I did do some other video clips and just some like random stuff from the week, but I didn't really update anything like as far as like a midweek update, anything like that. But I just wanted to kind of recap a little bit and talk about plans for the next couple weeks. So Monday was great, no spending on Monday. Tuesday, I had forgotten that I had an appointment to go to the DMV. And so I did end up stopping at the convenience store on my way to work after that. And I did buy a soda, which not necessarily a necessity, but it was like $2, so not terrible. Wednesday, no spending, was great. And then Thursday, I had a brief moment of panic. And the reason why is I got invited to my local TEDx event. My local arts council was very gracious and reached out to me and asked if I would like to attend. This is the same arts council that I received a grant from, which I talked about in a previous video, but they very graciously reached out and said, would you like to attend? And I, of course, said yes. And I had a moment of panic because if you know me at all, I always have like very large, colorful, nerdy bags that I carry like on a daily basis. And I had a brief moment of panic because, you know, this is a TEDx event. I wanted to make a very good impression on anybody that I would see or meet there. And I went, I need an adult bag. I need something that is, you know, very plain and more sophisticated. And I know that sounds crazy because, you know, I am who I am and I'm not ashamed of who I am. But I did also think, you know, oh, a small bag would be much easier to take care of throughout the day, and I just wanted it to be small and inconspicuous and something easier for me. And this is something I feel like that I could use in the future as well. You know, a basic black bag is something that's not a terrible thing to have at all. I can't believe I'm rambling for this long about a bag. Regardless, so I did end up spending some money at Kohl's. I did purchase a bag and also a lace duster, which I thought I was going to wear to the TED event and ended up changing my mind. I'll wear it. It's fine. I liked it. It just didn't really fit the vibe I was going for. So I spent about $32, I think, total. I had coupons and my sister-in-law sent me Kohl's cash, which was amazing. So didn't spend a ton of money there. $30, yeah, $30 I could have saved, but you know, I feel like it was justified to put forward a good impression at this TED event. And then Friday went to the grocery store. I did have to pick up some essentials from Dollar Tree too, and I purchased some energy drinks at Vitamin Shop. Because I've been trying to get up early and go to the gym in the mornings, and I am not a morning person, so energy drinks are absolutely essential for me to even be sort of functional in the morning. So I think those were a necessity. All in all, I didn't go insane. Again, I had coupons and a cashback reward at Vitamin Shop. So not totally insane. I did also pick up a gift for my parents for their anniversary on Friday. So there was a lot of spending that happened on Friday, but the majority of it were necessities. They were things that I needed. I've got to have food. I mean, I haven't yet figured out how to function and live without it. You know, it sounds so weird. I am functioning on some very, very little sleep and not enough caffeine. So yeah, that's been the week. On another note, the TED event was amazing. It was so much fun and such a cool way to spend the day. I'm so glad I got to go. My younger brother was able to go with me, and it was such a cool day, just to hear like people talk and the things that they were sharing. It was just so much fun to do. I have spent a lot of time this week. Like I said, I've been trying to get up and go to the gym in the mornings and do that as a way to start my day. I've been trying to focus more on reading. I know I did some clips of my library trip. I actually finished one of those books already this week. I finished Heartbones, which was by Colleen Hoover. It was a recommendation by a friend. It was a fun little read. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't like, it's going to blow your mind, but it was a great little kind of like fun read. I read that most days during lunch, finished it up yesterday. I also finished an audiobook, Midnight at the Houdini, by Delilah S. Dawson. I really enjoyed that book as well. It was something a little different. One of my favorite things to do on Libby is to go through and just kind of scroll what's available in audiobooks. And I found some pretty great books this way. So this was one of those. I've read other things by Delilah S. Dawson, and this one sounded great, so I gave it a shot and ended up really enjoying it. I actually listened to it most mornings at the gym while I was working out or on the treadmill, something like that. And then I started the second volume of Jujutsu Kaisen, which is on my Kindle. And I'm planning to start another of the books that I picked up at the library. I know I have another by Blake Crouch that I picked up, and then I picked up something, it might be another Harlan Coben. I honestly don't remember what I got at the library, which is terrible. Please don't judge me. But I am planning to start one of those soon. I'm trying to work my way through books that I have either purchased or picked up at the library as a way to keep myself occupied and just stop going and spending money, even though I still spent money this week. It's work in progress, right? It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Having said that, now that I'm home from TED and kind of relaxing, my plan for the evening is to do laundry, might start another book, and just kind of get ready for the week ahead. And yeah, I'm thinking, and that reminds me, is talking about getting ready for the week ahead. I'm thinking my initial plan was to make this like a monthly vlog update of the No by June. But I have found that I really want to edit some videos and to kind of get some things out there and to publish something. So I am thinking that this is going to be the last update for the first 2 weeks, and then I'm going to do another video of the final 2 weeks, or however till the end of June. I think it's 2 weeks. And just kind of see like how it looks at the end of it. I still feel really good about it. I know I've kind of deviated a little bit from the initial goal. but I still feel really good about it because I feel like I still have not gone and spent as frivolously as I might have in the past. I've been able to go ahead and tuck some extra money back into savings, like the money from both of my side hustles that I got in May. I went ahead and threw that into savings, so that way it's not there. I'm pretending it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. If it's tucked away, it's not there. So I was able to do that. So I feel pretty good about how I'm progressing so far as like my ultimate goal of saving money. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see kind of what I can accomplish in the next 2 weeks. And I want to know, if you watch this video and you kind of see the things that I'm sharing, what would you like to see in the future video for the next week or 2 weeks? Would you like to see and hear more about, you know, what I'm doing on a daily basis, what books I'm reading, what activities I'm doing other than, you know, spending money? Would you like to know more about, you know, how I kind of keep my grocery bill to a minimum? You know, what is it you would like to see, or what intrigues you? What would you like to know more about? What things would you like for me to talk about or share? So if you do have a suggestion, or you know, something that you really enjoy that you are hearing me babble incessantly about, and you think, oh, I'd love to hear more about that, let me know. Just drop me a comment or something, and I will do my best to make it happen in the future. So I'm going to end this here. I am excited about the next couple weeks and the future of this no-buy project that I'm trying to do. And I'm excited about what it's going to look like in the future, which I'm pretty sure I've said like 5 times already. So I'm going to cut myself off. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.